Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this presentation. My name is Loïc, and I'm here today with Laurent. We are part of the accounting firm expert team, and we are going to show you how accounting firms can handle and do the accounting of their clients. So therefore, we will have, of course, a live demonstration. If you have any question during this presentation, do not hesitate to use this pad to put all your question in it, and we'll try as much as possible to respond to all your questions at the end. But before starting, maybe a short word, Laurent, on why we do this presentation?
Yes, of course, a little introduction about this presentation. So the thing we're going to try to demonstrate today is how Odoo can be a really good solution for accounting firms as well. Our vision is to enable external accountants to use Odoo and be able to provide real-time accounting and work very closely with their clients as if they were operating as in-house accountants. Obviously, accounting firms at the moment are facing some challenges, including regulatory changes. It takes a lot of time and complexity to follow up on all the new laws and regulations. It's a competitive market, so that also has an impact on prices and also staff recruitment. And the client's expectations are always very high. They want real-time services and very customized solutions. So how can Odoo help with all of this? Well, Odoo will be at the center of everything, and it's going to help you first to improve the communication internally and externally with your clients, and also the automation of different tasks is going to make it easier for you to reduce tasks that have little or no added value. And this will help you to provide real-time accounting to all your customers because you'll be working faster and more efficiently for all your files and not just the one. And all of this will help you to work as a trusted business advisor to all of your clients because you will be able to provide sound financial information in real time. All right. So as Loïc said, we're going to do a small demo. The role play is the following. I am a business owner, and Loïc is my accountant. And we're going to be working together, obviously, in the same environment. All right, so here I am in my database. I'm using different apps to manage my business, but the one that I'm going to start with today is my documents application. Okay, I know I have received some invoices that I need to share with Loïc, so I'm here in the new documents application. It's brand new in Odoo 18, so you see here on the side the new folders that we have. I even have my own drive where I can, sort all my private documents. But here, what I want to do is just to upload some new invoices. So I'm just going to click up here, and in my documents, I have my invoices. Okay, I can see here that it's a document with several pages, so I'm going to select actually these two and split these PDFs together. Okay, I can easily set the pages break between these pages and then split my documents. And I have here 3 new invoices. So that was really easy. The next thing I want to do is to send a message to my accountant to let him know, hey, there are new invoices in the folder, because he knows where I put them. And there you go. Loïc can take on from now.
Yes. And I will then switch on my account. And as you can see, we can see exactly the same because I'm working in Laurent's database. I open here, I can see his message. Okay, there are documents in the folder. So let's jump also to the documents application. Here I will open it and I will directly go to the invoices. I will just select those 3 and I will now, from the document application, create here vendor bills in the accounting. Here I'll just refresh. Those documents are sending through our OCR and all the information will be filled in based on the document itself. So I'll just quickly refresh. Now you can see on all those documents that I have a new tag, bill and validated. And if I jump in one of those invoice, I can see that all the information has been filled in thanks to our OCR. So I will now jump to our accounting app. And here I can see different journal. Each journal is a different block. And I will go to the bills to validate. So here I have the 2 bills. I will start with the first one, for example. And as I said, on the right, you have always the image of your invoice. And on the left, everything regarding your accounting entry. So all the information has been filled in thanks to our OCR. And what's really nice here, it's that also learning from your input. So you see, for example, the bill reference is filled in with this information. If you want to switch it, just click on it, it changes. As soon as you will confirm the invoice, you will learn from it, and the next time you have an invoice from the same vendor, it will give you the right bill reference. I will keep it like it was. You also have the bill date, accounting date, and so on and so on. But you also have all the information regarding the accounting entry itself, like the account that is used, the tax code that is used. And so this is already filled in thanks to OCR. And here we see it's an asset account because I bought a laptop. So here I can easily confirm it. And as soon as I will do that, you will see here that I have a new smart button that an asset has been generated. When you click on it, you can see all the information from your invoice, so like the price, the acquisition date, but also all the information regarding the depreciation. So the methods, the duration, the accounts that I used for all the depreciation entries. And you can also link it to a specific asset group if you want to group by asset group. You can then go to the depreciation board where you see all the depreciation until the end of your asset. And the best part of it is that all the accounting entries linked to it are automatically posted. All the one in the past are posted. All the one in the future exist in draft, and they will be posted automatically at the right date. And then if you jump to your schedule, just in one click, you go to your depreciation schedule. Here you can, of course, select the year. You can ask to have already your draft entries in it, to have a view at the end of the year, for example, unfold everything. And you can as well group it by asset group, for example, to have a clear view of your book value of all your assets. And if for any reason you have like fiscal treatment on your assets and that you need to depreciate on another duration, for example, you can easily switch from one to another with this option. Now, this was for my first invoice. Now, let's jump to the second one. Here I have another invoice. Everything is filled in. I will not give you the speech again on all the fields are filled in automatically. But here, two things very nice. First one, from now on, you always have the link with our Documents application. So you just click on it, you are back in the Documents app, and if there is any notification messages in the chatter, you will directly see them with this smart button. Also, you can easily now pop out the invoice, so and you can see it like that, and you can then easily change, and when you remove, it's appear here again, so you can easily work with two different screens if you want. Here, something specific also on the invoice, you see it's for a period of 1 year. So I will just add a start date. So for example, 2nd January 24 until the 2nd January 25. And as soon as I fill in those dates and I confirm it, you can see that I have again a new smart button here for all my deferred entries. And again, everything that is in the past is already posted, and everything that is in the future is in draft, but will be posted automatically at the right date. So now I go back, and I don't see any other bills to check, but you remember I just sent 3 bills to the accounting. So I will just search for the last one, which was for Instant Box. And as you can see, this one is not in draft, but is already posted. You can see in the chatter that I sent this one 4 minutes ago, and it's already posted because I don't need to change anything. The account is already set, the tax code is good, so I ask Odoo to auto-validate all those transactions where I don't need to do any manual input. Now, my job is done. When I go back here to the dashboard, I can directly see on the customer invoices that there are 3 invoices to validate. That's not my work because Laurent is creating his invoices himself. So I will just ask him, can you please confirm customer invoices, please? Laurent, you can maybe show us how you will do that?
Yes. So while I was busy with other things, my accountant was also doing some work in my environment, and I see that he's just sent me a message. Can you please confirm customer invoices? Right. So I also use the accounting application to invoice my customers. Again, it's one of the advantages of working together in the same environment. We don't have to do that in one separate system and then a double entry again in his system. So everything is already here. And I see indeed that I forgot to validate these three. So I have here all the list of my invoices. I can easily click on it. I can open the customer form to see all the info that is related to this client. So it's also very good for me as a business owner to have all this information saved in the same place. And here above, I have all these links to different things where this customer was used. So for instance, I can go back to the sale order that I had for this client. I can see the project that I have with them, the amount of hours that I've recorded on this project, and so on. Okay. Also really cool in the accounting tab. I have here the possibility in Odoo 18 to specify at the customer level the way they wish to receive their invoices. Okay, so I have the download option. If I want to print it out, I can set it by post, by email, or even by PayPal. I can choose the format here and then all the info that is here and verify if the info is valid. All right, so let's go back to my invoices and select them all. I can confirm all of these entries in one click, which is also very convenient for me. And once that's done, if I go back to my dashboard, I see that I don't have these invoices anymore. I have here all the list of my invoices with the clients and all the info. I can add more info if I need to. But what I want to do right now is just to see the ones that I haven't sent yet. Okay, because obviously I want to get paid at some point by my clients, but if I don't send them the invoice, they will never pay me. So I'm just going to select all of my invoice in one click. And another great feature of Odoo 18 is the mass print and send. So I can just click here and Odoo will send for me all these invoices in one go. And I have here an overview of how these invoices are going to be sent. So I'm just going to click here on print and send. Odoo is going to run it in the background. And then I get here this notification that everything is okay. If I refresh my list, I can see here that I have all of my invoices sent. But the thing is very interesting here is the PayPal status. So I can see here that I have 10 invoices that have already been sent via PayPal, okay, and I have 2 here that are pending reception. Actually, they've already been sent. It's just that Odoo is going to check automatically at some point if the invoice has been received. But if I want, I can manually trigger the check, and I can click here. And then when I go back to my invoice list and I check again on my PayPal status, you see here that I have now 12 invoices. So the 2 that I just created have been sent. If I take the one from Brussels Airlines again, you will see in the chatter that it's been sent here. Okay, so now that I have done my sales invoices, Loic has also told me that that he had booked all my vendor bills and I can pay them. Okay, so that's another great advantage of working together in the same system. I see here that I have 8 bills to pay. Okay, he's already booked them and I only need to pay them. So I can select all of these invoices that are here and click on pay. Odoo is going to show me here also that I benefit from the early payment discount here. Based on the date of today. If I choose a later date, obviously I don't have this discount, so I do always make sure that I get the best deals as well from my purchase invoices. So I'm just going to select my bank and a payment method. Also something that's really nice, I can either pay by installment if the invoice gives me the opportunity, or I can decide, actually, I'm just going to pay everything now. I have enough cash to pay this bill, so I'm just going to pay everything in full. Or installment, I can choose, and Odoo will prepare that for me. So that's also a very good feature. As a business owner, I'm just going to create my payments, and they're all going to be here with my payment methods. So it's only Wednesday, so I'm just going to wait until the end of the week to finish all my payments and send it to the bank. In the meantime, I'm just going to text Loic again to tell him payments are done, and so he can go on with my bookkeeping.
Yes, of course. Then I will jump back and I can again directly see the message marked as read, and now I can do my job. I will just refresh my page to be sure to have all the last modifications. He's talking about payments, so let's jump to the bank, and here I can directly see that on my bank journal I have 2 transactions to reconcile. So the first one is a loan reimbursement. I don't need to split it anymore between interest, capital, and so on. I can just put everything on this specific account. I will just validate it, and thanks to our new loan management tool that we have, we can just create loans. just put the amount borrowed, the interest rate, and Odoo will compute for you all the lines here that you can see. You can also eventually also import your amortization schedule that you receive from the bank, for example, or Odoo can just compute it for you. But what's really nice with it is that all the accounting entries link to this loan will be posted automatically. And we will not only post, for example, here the one of September, will only post the split between your principal and your interest, but every month we will also do the reclassification from your long term to your short term. So I will now go back to the transactions, and I still see that I have one left. So here, yeah, vendor bill paid from Fnac Belgium, but I don't see any bill in the accounting yet. But I'm sure Laurent went to the Fnac. He told me he just forgot to send me the document. So what I can do from my bank transaction directly, I can here create my bill already on the right account with the right tax code. And I will here just be able to confirm it. And in the chatter, I will put a note for Laurent. Up, can you please provide me with the documents? But in the meantime, my invoice is already posted, and I can, in my bank reconciliation, directly link the payment with the invoice. So now my bank is done. I also received credit card statement from Laurent that I have on my computer. So I can directly just select it, drag and drop to the right journal. And here it's in fact exactly the same as the vendor bills or the customer invoices. Our OCR will read all the information they can find on the document. It will create all those lines. You see here, we have now 11 records created, and thanks to our reconciliation model, we can directly put them on the right accounts, and I don't need to do anything manually anymore. Now, I'm done, mostly with the accounting I need to do, but as you saw, Laurent is creating his own customer invoices, but I'm not sure everything is well recorded. So how can I do to check that very easily? I can go to my journal audit where I have a report by journal. And here you can easily see, for example, in your customer invoices in this date, all the accounts that were used in the accounting. And you can easily then see that it's on that account. You can select it, and you see here that all those invoices were recorded on this specific account. I don't want to change that and go one by one on each invoice. I can just select all of them and say here, okay, I want it on that specific account. In one click, I can confirm and it changed for all the invoices. And if you go in one of these invoices, you can directly see in the chatter that I made this modification from this account to this account. And of course, you have exactly the same options for all the others journal. You also have a summary of all the tax codes and tax grid that you were impacted in the selected period. You can, of course, audit them. You can see here all the tax grids by account, for example. Click on the line, always on the right, you will be able to see the document and eventually to make the modification that you need to do. So now I'm done. I will now go to my VAT return. Here, of course, is the Belgium VAT return. You can easily, from here, dive in and drill down to the lines themselves. When you are done, just do the closing entry. It will, first of all, put all your payable VAT and recoverable VAT on current account VAT, but it will also impact your log dates. As you can see, I just made the VAT return for September 24, and now my date here, my log tax return date, is set on end of September 2024. But I will be able also to add new log dates. For example, here, I don't want Laurent to make any new customer invoices, even without VAT. So I'll put here this date, and I will make a small exception for myself because I would like to eventually make some modifications for 24 hours, for example, just a double check for myself. So that means that I have now 24 hours, sorry, to create still customer invoices between August and September. Now I'm done. I will then dive to the report. I will not show you all the reports because I guess there are quite a lot, but I will go to the balance sheet. And here I will, thanks to our new date selector, easily jump to 2024, and I can use different options. What I will do here is include already all our draft entries, like our depreciation entries and so on, and I will split horizontally to have a better view of my figures. Okay, when I scroll down, I see here my profit and loss of the year. Just on clicking on that field, I switch from my balance sheet to my profit and loss. And here again, I can use all the same options. I can unfold everything, for example, and I can also add a specific budget. And that's very nice because now Laurent can directly see, following his budget of the year, if he is above or below on every account. And when you switch and you go, for example, to the third quarter, directly the budget is adjusting itself, and you have now the figures for one quarter. A last report that I will show you is our loan analysis. So we spoke a bit about loans and so on, but here we have now the possibility to here select the information that we want, for example, by asset group, and then here by loan, for example, that I will extend. And here I will say, okay, I want to see this by a year. Okay, you have your principal, interest, and payment. And now I'm able to insert it in a spreadsheet. So I will open it. I'm now in an Odoo spreadsheet with all the information I had. This is always linked to the accounting, so if you have any modification in your accounting entries, it will be adapted in your spreadsheet. You can also add new formulas and so on and so on. But here I will just add it to our dashboard. I will give it a name, so loans by year, for example, and I will put it in a specific section. And here again, we will jump from our accounting app to our dashboards application, where you can add as many spreadsheets as you want, but you also have out-of-the-box spreadsheets for you. For example, one about accounting, and one about invoicing, for example, one about benchmarks, sorry. So all these reports are out of the box, but you can create as many as you want in this application. So that was it for our presentation. So maybe Laurent, a short word before we switch to the Q&A?
Yes, I'm going to wrap it up quickly. I'm just going to go back to my slides. So today we've tried to show how easy it is for external accountants and their clients to work together in Odoo. We understand that for some people it might be a big change. So we have actually been training accountants across Europe all of last year, and we've trained more than 3,000 people already. We're planning to do even more trainings next year. So if you're interested in it, you can sign up on our website. Okay, if you are an accounting firm or you're using Odoo, don't forget to register on our website. And if you are an Odoo client looking for someone to do your bookkeeping in Odoo, you can also find them there. You can use even our brand new map view to locate the accounting firm next to you, which I think is really cool. We have more than 1,500 accounting firms all over the world already active on Odoo, so I'm sure you will find somebody close to your house. Okay, and all these accountants are part of a big Odoo community. They can enjoy our monthly newsletter every month with the latest tips and trips and sneak peek of the R&D. They can also benefit from our dedicated support for and by accountants. And last but not least, they can also have a free user to access the database of their clients. Right, so that was it for our presentation. Thank you so much, and we can now proceed with the Q&A.
Thank you very much, Laurent and Loïc.
I didn't see you there.
So we have 3 minutes for a few questions. First one, is asset revaluation bookings possible?
Yes,
Yes, indeed.
it is. Under your assets, you can choose to either reevaluate your asset, post them. This is an option that you already had in the past, so that's not new in Odoo 18, but you can easily do that from the asset itself.
The asset must be posted and confirmed first, and then you have this possibility to do it.
Perfect, thank you. Are documents attached to messages in the chatter also included in the Documents app? In 17, it was not the case.
Yes, I guess I understand the question. So when you are in the accounting, you have the smart button to go to your Documents application, and there, if when we send the document previously via email alias or whatever, if there is a message in it, you will see it directly in the chat.
Thank you. The next question, can you defer invoices after they were booked or used in a VAT declaration?
But you can, if it's not in the VAT yet, you can always reset to draft and then do your deferred entries. If they're already been booked and the VAT period is closed, then I would use just diverse operation.
Yeah, but there is also the deferred. They can be done automatically on the bill when you fill in a start date and end date. But you can also ask in the general settings to do it manually. So you need to yourself select the bills on which you want to apply deferred entries, and then you can so do it manually as well.
Yeah, so in short, the answer would be yes, but manually.
Okay, thank you very much. So are accounting partner users free or additional paid user required for each database? How to get the free user as accountant?
Good question. So the accounting firms that are registered on our website and have at least 2 clients under administration with Odoo will get a free user. So all the team of that accounting firm will get a free user and then can just be invited in the client's database. It won't create an upsell, so you will still get a notification that there are extra users added to your database, but it won't be paid users.
Maybe one very important add-on,
Yes.
it's only on Odoo Online available, so no Odoo SH or on-premise. There it's not possible.
Yes, very good point.
Thank you. You used an invoice of the purchase of a laptop. In Belgium, there is a restriction of 25% on the deductible VAT. How does Odoo handle this?
It's just a specific VAT code that you need to use. So it's very easy. Just put on the VAT code that you can deduct 25 or 75, and then it's doing the job itself.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Time is up.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.